Natal moon in Capricorn. In this video, I'm going to be discussing natal moon in Capricorn, everything you need to know about this placement and how to master this placement. Now, keep in mind, every single thing that I discuss may not apply, but the things that I discuss are going to be directly related to the natal moon in Capricorn experience and what you can expect when someone has their natal moon in Capricorn. All right, let's discuss. So, emotional needs: to achieve goals and be successful, to have structure, discipline, and order in life, to be a provider and maintain family traditions. All right, so this is what your emotional needs are when you have your natal moon in Capricorn, is you have to be able to achieve goals and be successful in life. If you're not able to, like, say for instance, you get older, you get into your mid-20s and early 30s and even late 30s and older, if you're not able to achieve the goals that you set out, and you can't look at yourself as a success, like, man, like, wow, you can look at yourself and say that you had goals and you achieved them and you're climbing the social ladder and you're setting goals and you're getting higher and higher in your career. If you're not able to do that, you will be very emotionally unhappy. You will be very emotionally discontent. It's an emotional need and an emotional drive for you to be able to achieve goals and be successful. It's an emotional need for you to have structure, discipline, and order in life. A lot of times you see this placement with people who are in the military because it's an emotional need to have structure, discipline, and order in life. That's very important. If you don't have structure, discipline, and order in life, you feel very discontent and unhappy. You have an emotional need to be a provider and maintain family traditions. And this also goes back to the success aspect, because when you're successful, you're able to provide for your family. And as far as family traditions, remember, Capricorn also rules family and family traditions. So it's very important that with you have an emotional need to maintain those family traditions and to be a provider when you have your natal moon in Capricorn. Emotional nature and reactions. These people are very sarcastic and they make others laugh with their dry humor and sarcasm. They try very hard to control and restrict their emotions, and they tend to fall into pessimism and depression easily when things aren't going their way and they aren't successful. Okay, Moon and Capricorn people are very sarcastic and funny, and they make others laugh with their dry humor and sarcasm. And as far as the emotional nature, they tend to try very hard to control and restrict their emotions. They don't allow just flow, like overwhelming flow and display of emotion. They try to keep their emotions under very tight rein. And it's very easy for these people to fall into pessimism and depression when life isn't going their way and when they're not successful. Because like I said before, it's an emotional need for these people to be successful. And if they're not successful, they tend to fall into pessimism and depression very easily. The mother is seen as cold, unloving, strict, or as someone that is riddled by hardship and struggle. And this is why Moon in Capricorn is said to be in detriment, and it's a difficult moon sign placement to have, is because the moon does not want to be associated with hardship and struggle and limitations and restrictions. That's not what the moon wants to be associated with. And the moon sign tells you how you saw your mother. So when you have your natal moon in Capricorn, you saw your mother as cold, unloving, and strict, or you saw her as someone that is riddled by hardship and struggle, and you have to be there for her to help her through the struggles that not only that you have, but you also have to help her with her struggles. And it's okay. Like, this is not a bad thing. It's all about being tough, being strong, playing the long-term game and not letting anything in life get you down. Have that structure, have that discipline, have that order, and always be going after your goals, because then you'll be able to be a provider. You can take care of your mother, you can take care of your family, and you can take care of yourself. It's very important how you overcome this moon placement and the downside to this natal moon placement. These people work very well with other earth moon sign natives and water moon sign natives. The other earth moon sign natives are all the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn moons you get along well with, and you get along well with water moon signs, Scorpio moons, Pisces moons, and Cancer moons. This is very important, especially as it relates to compatibility and relationships and stuff like that. This is similar to having natal moon in the 10th house, because Capricorn rules the 10th house. So when you have this placement, you want to make sure you study natal moon in the 10th house as well, because that information applies to you as well. And you will find that that information resonates with you and sounds like you if you study natal moon in the 10th house. I did a full video breaking that down in detail. I'm going to drop a link for that in the description box. Make sure you check that out. Celebrity examples that have natal moon in Capricorn: Brad Pitt, Amy Winehouse, and Melania Trump. All right. Now, with these three, it's very easy to see how they have their natal moon in Capricorn. Brad Pitt, I remember he talked about how he uses alcohol, like he had an alcohol problem, and pretty much he would use alcohol to drown out his sorrows and deal with depression. And Amy Winehouse, from what I remember, she struggled with depression as well, and she would abuse drugs and alcohol to deal with depression. And Melania Trump, I mean, you can see the authority and the status with her and that emotional need to be successful because she's connected to a man who's successful, the president. So you see where that emotional need to achieve goals and be successful and also be connected to success, that was her emotional need and her emotional drive. So it makes sense that she went on to marry the president. And this is pretty much everything you need to know about natal moon in Capricorn. Thank you for taking the time out to watch my video. Like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Take care.